Be ready. 15 seconds. Mr. Chairman, sir, I stand to oppose the demands for grants of the Ministry of Agriculture. Today we are having a debate to think over the agriculturist of our country and the people living in villages. Jharkhand, a state of India, is full of forests. The land there is uneven and small rivers are flowing, and we have seen and experienced till today that whatever schemes were prepared for the welfare of agriculture could not be implemented. In our area, it was first of all decided by the agriculture experts and officials that there should be lift irrigation for irrigation purposes. Lift irrigation was started in rivers, but the condition was such that even after the construction was complete, the electric pump was not installed. Even when the electric supply was available, pumping sets were not provided, nor the minor canals were constructed at all, and after 4-5 years have elapsed, the officials said that the scheme would not prove a success in this area because it is a hilly area. The most successful thing is the construction of large dams that could not serve any purpose. Hundreds of dams have been constructed in our area. The dams are not constructed for irrigation purposes. People give in writing that these dams would serve the purpose of irrigation, but the dams generated electricity only. Due to construction of big dams for the generation of electricity, villages get submerged and land is sunk. Therefore, we are not able to get any electricity nor any water for irrigation. We do not get anything in the name of irrigation. Such is our condition. Big dams and lift irrigation have proved useless. When the issue of construction and digging of wells is discussed, and amount of rupees 18-19,000 is allotted to us. Only one type of well known as Jaldhara is dug, and the government invests rupees 40,000 in it. This is the difference with all that the well is useful and there are small ponds here and there. Experience is Dumka district has shown that such ponds are highly useful. Small ponds should be developed and wells constructed. Electric pumping sets should also be installed. Electricity and agriculture go hand in hand. Our country is short of nothing. For the generation of electricity, we have got coal and rivers available here, but of no avail. We are in utter darkness. We regularly give suggestions for the construction of small powerhouses near the collieries, but it is not done. Our people have lost hope and reached that we do not get anything, though we have got the maximum resources here. Justice is not done to us. What can we do further? Everything is lost in the name of irrigation. We do not have enough land, agriculture, or big agriculturists. Only agriculturists have 2, 3, or 5 acres of land are left here and there. People are far from rules and laws. We want that the government should drop bigger plans and construct wells and develop only small ponds. Major plans do not solve our irrigation problems, and these involve heavy expenditure alone. Rates are going up day by day and no work is being done. Their government is not able to provide money in time for the construction of dams. With the result, we waste hundreds of crores of rupees. The situation with us is that dam is constructed but canals are not constructed. Therefore, the government should pay attention to the construction of wells and development of ponds. Mr. Chairman, sir, I would like to dwell on one more points. Huge amount of the central government funds are spent in the name of development of Adivasis and Harijans in our country, but it does not reach the people. The money is siphoned off while in transit. The expenditure is shown on paper. The money is sanctioned on paper and even distributed on paper. That is all. It does not reach the villages. Is there any remedy? We are useful to such things now because we have been witnessing all this since long. We know that we won't be getting any financial help. So many goats, cows, oxen were distributed under IRDP, but not even a single cow is found in the villages. All the animals are distributed en route. Wild goats ought to have been distributed in forest areas, but the officials said the long-logged goats should be brought from cities for distribution. These city goats could not survive in forests. Only one goat is distributed and 100 goats are shown on paper. Such are the rules of the government as well as such are the officials to execute these rules. How could these people be set right? That is why we are feeling like slaves even after independence. It gives us tremendous pain to find all these irregularities in our own government. We do not have roads in our villages nowadays. How is the development possible? The government has spent crores of rupees to set up Krishi Bazaar. Sir, if democracy is to survive, the government which swears by democracy must guarantee that nobody would die of hunger. If this is not guaranteed and if this hope is not kindled in the hearts of millions of our people, our democracy would be meaningless. This has been stated practically by all jurists, all political leaders and social workers. Now I would like to know the difficulties. If we take into consideration that this right is not included, what are the effects? When I was speaking over the resolution moved by my esteemed colleague regarding northeastern situation, I made a mention that the time had come when you should provide work to the people or allowance if the work could not be given. At that time, the Honorable Minister had said that was a matter which concerned the Law Ministry. Therefore, I would like invite the attention of the Law Minister again on this particular point.